We're live now, we are.
I've muted it.
Nice. Right. Good evening, Riley.
Hello.
At last, Yes, correct. So when did you get into
Really long story, actually. I actually didn't believe in the paranormal or anything like that. I was a skeptic, a diehard skeptic.
Yeah.
Mainly because I hadn't any experiences. And cut a long story short, I met my wife. And on our first night of being together, she said, I have something that resides here. And I laughed it off, didn't really think too much about it, really. And that first night that I was there, I was woken up possibly, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, to what could only be described as World War II type music. I believe it's either Jitterbug, but don't quote me on that because I don't really know my World War II music very much. And I thought it was some funky alarm clock she had. And in the morning, I said, that's a pretty cool alarm clock because it was loud. It was pretty loud. No, that's not an alarm clock. I don't have anything like that sort of thing. And like I say, I didn't turn believer straight away. I just sort of passed off as a bit weird. Okay, no worries. But more incidences were happening, such as these static clicks and stuff. And we could communicate with this entity via the dimmer lights, with dimmer switches. Up for yes, down for no. And the lights would go up and they go down quite subtly. I was trying to think when it came to a head, the real big one. I guess the photo is the big one that made me go right. Something else I'm trying to remember as well. I mean, there's so many events I've gone through, but I didn't really think about cataloguing it at the time because, well, I wasn't ever going to go on social media. I'm not on Facebook or anything like that. We were very anti-social media. It's only while looking for answers when I was taxi driving, but I followed certain paranormal channels. And I only came onto YouTube to do a rant video, and that was that. But it led to more. People demanded more. But yeah, I mean, it's on the top of my brain, but I can't pull it out because there's just so many incidences that have happened. We it's fuckloads, but your mind's gone blank. I should have had written it all down, shouldn't I? You've seen the picture, I take it. I sent you an email on that. Yeah. But yeah, it's mad. But after a while, it sort of faded out as well. It didn't last forever. It just sort of got less and gradual. But then again, since getting hold of a spirit box, I mean, at the time, I didn't really know what a spirit box was. I thought it was some sort of expensive piece of kit. I didn't realise it was just a broken radio, if you like. When I tried using it, bearing in mind that all this activity has sort of died out for around half a year to a year, that sort of area. Or maybe more, actually. Hang on, I read bad dates and times and that. Yeah, it took me 3 months to get anything. I thought it was going to be really easy. I thought I'm going to get loads of contact really easy because of what we had. Now, I could say if I got a spirit box earlier, I'd love to know what results I'd have got. But I sent you the montage of the contacts I've had in that house, the devil and all that crap. I don't know if you watched that montage at all, but I sent across. But it took me 3 months to get anything to come back, but concrete say, okay, something of intelligence is answering back, I've been sang A Christmas Carol of Silent Night while on the toilet. That is a very surreal one, but I bring up quite a lot. It was 2016 Christmas, so you've got midnight, Christmas Eve, stroke day, dead on midnight, if that makes sense. I go to the toilet and I hear this Christmas Carol song, Silent Night, Holy Night, and it's being sung in a sort of very weird metallic, I don't want to say spooky or weird, but a bit different. And I thought, Christmas carolers. I thought, hang on a minute, it's like midnight. Why would we have Christmas carolers at midnight? In fact, we've never ever had Christmas carolers full stop. So what? So what to toilet with my boxes sort of half down still, trying to sort of follow the noise. And I stop and I realise it's not coming from the door. It's like coming from above me in the air. So I listen really intently, and after about, we'll say the sixth line of the song, it just stops. And then I realised how loud it was, because it was so deafeningly silent, you could hear the fridge in the kitchen downstairs humming, you know? That was a weird what do we call it? Residual as well, sleep paralysis. Because I mistakenly said when we were getting contact using the dimmer lights up and down, I jokingly said the last thing was, I wonder what it's like to be a ghost, you know, I wonder what that's like. And then that night I had sleep paralysis, and it did this weird little rhyme at me. This is a joke, this is how it goes, this is how it feels to be a ghost. And it's all like you're in a wind tunnel. It's really bizarre. Things moved. I've had my daughter attacked by something. I don't think it was that entity that was there. And that put my wife under. That was quite a horrific one, actually. But that's only ever happened. One nasty attack has only ever happened. And the stepson came in. I was working at the time, but the stepson came in and saved the day, if you like. And Natalie, my wife, as she's funny, she says, I have no memory. It wasn't like I was asleep. It was just nothing, you know, like nothing, you know. I don't like to talk about it a lot because, you know, it wasn't very nice, really. On a swing, waving at nothing. And then on the video, there's a metallic voice go, cooey. Her first words weren't, you know, mummy or daddy. They're Harry, blah, 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 Harry this, blah, 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 Harry that. Who the hell's Harry? I don't know any Harry. Well, I guess that Harry is the one that's saying cooey to her on a swing. She's waving at nothing. She has no memory of it now. But, you know, it's just so many events. But like I said, I was a diehard skeptic, and I fell into it, I guess, by accident. If I didn't know my wife and, you know, the activity that went around me, because at first I thought I was either going mad or losing my mind or something. Like, shit, is this actually happening? You know, things like putting the butter in the freaking refrigerator. And I know I've done this. I'm not fucking, you know. But I go to bed and there's this cold plastic thing under the duvet. What the hell is the butter? What? Well, I never saw it float past me. You know what I mean? It's just like, what? You know? Oh, shit. Well, the picture, like that picture. Like I say, I used to get static clicks. These clicks he used to communicate. So I didn't have a spirit box set back then. It either dimmer lights up, dimmer lights down for yes/no questions. But you'd hear like a click, like a static click, and some of them are quite loud, some of them aren't. And usually when you take photos, like if you're using your phone or whatever, you hear a click, take a photo in that direction, you get little orbs, you know, like you've seen orbs, haven't you? And obviously don't mistake them for light refraction, you know what a real orb is like. But this time it clicks really loud, took a photo, we didn't see that thing in front of us, that black silhouette of a man with a hat, whatever it is. We didn't see that with our own eyes. That's just what came up on the phone, if that makes sense. We were watching the news at 10, whatever it was, and this massive click went off. Oh, take a photo. Let's see if we get an orb. No, don't get an orb. A big black mass that's floating that looks about 6 foot, if you like. What the fuck? You know, I made us crap ourselves a little bit. Yeah, so much. Like I say, I only go to YouTube to have a rant. Because I was looking for answers, you know. Like I say, diehard skeptic, didn't believe in this sort of thing. Realised, something exists. I didn't want to call it a ghost or whatever, or a dead person, because I don't know what it is. It's just something of intelligence that we can't see very easily. It does have the ability to talk, like open air speak, but it's very loud when it happens. The silent night thing was really, you know, it's not quiet, but it's not very often. It's like, we'll say once every 2 years, once every year maybe, if you're lucky. And that silent night was the longest open air speak I've heard. That was like, say, 6 lines of a song thereabouts. But yeah, I mean, I was following certain channels there. Mortis the Wizard, Huff Paranormal, Priestess, who else was there? Solo Ghost Hunter, who's changed his name, doesn't really do it anymore. And a few others, because we were looking for answers. And that's when I come across the Spirit Box, you know? This mythical device that's, you know, some sort of specialized equipment, you know. Wow, a thing that talks to the dead. It's not dead, I don't know, but so yeah, I followed Huff and he was good, legit. And then after a while he changed, and this really angered me, because people like me who are diehard skeptics, right, don't believe in this. That's more ammunition to throw us. If I found Huff after he was faking rather than before being legit, you know, that would have turned me even worse away to not believe this stuff exists, you know? But it does exist. It's just not a regular thing. Like I say, in my whole life, I've never really had anything that made me go, "Oh shit, was that a ghost or was that whatever?" You know. But yeah, I move into this property with a new girlfriend, now married wife. You know, with all these things going on that you know, making you question if you're actually seeing this with your own eyes, or have you got something wrong with you? You know, question your whole belief system. You know, well, if this exists, does that mean God exists? Does that mean hell exists? What does that mean? You know, you start thinking, oh shit, you know what? You know, it really can put a toll on your mental state of mind about what is what in the universe. You know, you get very deep and silly, especially if you smoke or something. You know what I mean? Or a drink or whatever. You know.
Riley.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, so
You carry on.
YouTube?
Say that again, Steve. You're cutting out real bad.
Right.
Might be one word at a time, job.
Speed up.
Right. You have YouTube open. It's so clean.
No.
Bring
I'll check, but I do believe not. No, just Hangouts.
Yeah, bring back
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I think I've lost. Hang on a minute. No, I've lost you, so to say. Hang on. No, I'm back again. There you go. Yeah, no idea. But you sound better now, so I don't know. That's about it, really. Like I say, I just come to YouTube because I wasn't doing social media, nor was my wife, and we're still not on Facebook or anything. That fan page is not run by me, so if anyone wants to like get hold of me, you won't get hold of me there. That's some very kind person who's running it and doing the whole lot for me. But yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, I just did one rant video because, you know, have paranormal. I take this like really seriously because it's flipped my whole life in terms of like what is what belief, you know, religion, stuff like that. I mean, I'm not a Christian per se, but it's got me thinking. You know, they call themselves dead. They say dead all the time. They've said the devil. Like a montage. You know, but if you're new to my channel or not, you know, I've done a montage of most of my best captures, not all, but most. You know, and there is clearly something of intelligence that is answering back, whatever it is. You know. And it's calling itself the devil. It says it's dead. It needs help sometimes, but doesn't tell you how to help it. And, you know, no matter how many times you ask, what do I do? You know, so where is this coming from? You know, and I suppose a good thing on my part about being a skeptic, I can at least eradicate pareidolia. I keep looking at it because a lot of people say I go too harsh for my sessions. Like, oh, really, you got loads of stuff in that one. Like, I really don't think I did. You know, I could, you know, force a word into that, but nah, you know, I'm really thorough in terms of what I put down. Yeah, there's definitely contacts happening here where it's, you know, something of intelligence is clearly interacting, answering me back. That's why I keep asking for swear words and stuff, because swear words can't be broadcasted on the radio, you know? So if you're getting something saying, I'm not going to say swear words now because you get demonetized, but you get the hint. If that comes through your you know, your session nice and clear as well, well, that's something, isn't it? You know, you can't broadcast that. You know, unless a DJ's having a bad day and he's going to get fired that day, what are the odds of that happening? You know? So, but yeah, that's...
It's a bit of a provocation.
Say that again, cut out.
Do you use a bit of provocation, ask questions, and be spirit, yeah.
Oh, validation, is that what you're saying? Sorry, it's really bad. Validation, it's cut out so bad. Oh, no. Somebody say what you just said, because it's not coming through on my end.
I
think I've heard.
No, do you use the balance? Do you
It didn't come out at all.
The chat room.
Yeah. I can't see the chat room.
I'll shoot.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What did he just say?
I just said it's provocation to get a spirit.
I think it's what kind of conversation you get with the spirit.
What kind of communication do I get with the spirit? Is that what you said?
No.
What I'm hearing is this. Blah, 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 communication. Blah, 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 and Steve, say what he's just said to me, because you're a bit clearer for some weird reason. Do one word at a time, because it cuts out every other word.
Do you provocate?
Do I
Provocate.
Proper case. Do I
Provoke.
provoke? Right, we got okay. Yeah. Yes, got it. Yes, sometimes. I know you should really. I'm so sorry. What's chat room? Can chat room hear him all right, or is it just mine? Right, yes, do I provoke? Yes, so it depends. I start off not, just asking anybody, going through the motions. But, if I get a bit frustrating, I start, provoking in a way. But I do ask them to swear at me, say something bad about me. Call me a dickhead, please. Call me it. I do encourage it. Like I did a parody session, ripping the piss out of these viral YouTubers like Herf, like somebody else and somebody else and somebody else, and all the rest of them. And in this parody, it's not that old either, where I'm, just taking the mick really, but I turn on the spirit box, and the first word that comes through is twat. Literally, clear as day, twat. All right, thank you. I mean, I hope they knew I was parodying, but I was really glad, I wasn't intending to get anything on there whatsoever, because I wasn't even trying. It's just I was ripping the piss out of, certain YouTubers and the way they do their things. Hello, fam, and, the cliche clone of the, Omar Goshes and the likes, So, yeah, but to turn on the box and get the word twat straight out, that's not a word that is broadcast. I spent a lot of time listening to radio as a taxi driver, to keep myself entertained for those long waits, waiting for a fare. So I'm really sure about, what is broadcast, what programs are on, at what time, between BBC4 and 3, Radio 2 and 1, and
I think it's illegal.
So I'm quite aware.
I think it's radio stations broadcast Bloomberg 9 p.m.
Yeah, you are going to get a few not so bad words, but certain words, you know what I mean? But it's very unlikely you're going to get the C word, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever heard that broadcasted before, even in just reference or context in a story from The Archers on Radio 4. No, not, you know what I mean? But,
do you provoke your you think
I don't provoke him in a certain way, like saying, like, I don't know, you're stuck in hell, fuck you. Not really. It's more asking them to hit me, to swear at me, to insult me, rather than me insult them. But then I do come out with certain trigger words, like, okay, who needs help? If you ask about the help, that sometimes raises something. If you need help, say help me. And that you get that, not all the time, but that seems to raise and say help me. But my wife thinks it's a little bit tight, because you're saying if you need help, help me, but you can't help them. They don't tell you what to do, for starters. And secondly, I don't think you've got that power. Is that up to the big man, woman, whatever it is in the sky? Shit, say that again.
Residual. Could they be answers?
Residual.
Yeah. You got only.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm glad you can hear me, because you couldn't hear me earlier, could you? For some reason. I bet what I'm hearing now is how you were hearing me. Just cuts out every other bloody word. Like, oh shit.
It says, I need to start your somebody panel. You need to reach out.
Restart the stream.
That's what it says. Because out the street.
Yeah, restart if you want. I don't mind. Are they having problems hearing you or hearing me?
It's you haven't it's really it's
it's cutting out every other word.
So just stop the whole stream. I'm done this before.
You could try different.
Sorry.
You could try see different.
Try
Turn
that.
off. All right. Sorry.
I don't be back.
Restart the whole.
Like a little moaning back and headache.
Restart the whole.
Okay. If we start
Sorry.
Okay, we start
I wish I could help you guys. I got no idea how to. I know nothing about streaming and audio, etc. Really.
Hang on. I'll hang out and get in. If I end here, I go out.
You go out and come back. Yeah. That might work. Alright, okay. Steve, talk to me so I can hear you. See if what you're
Hello. Yes. I'm getting quite late.
Yeah, it's cutting out every. Oh no.
Yeah, when we talk to you, we got a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
You got.
Hang on. Let me turn my microphone off while you talk back to me. That might work. Something like that.
Right. Hello. Yeah, you've got your microphone on.
It's on.
Right. No. Right. Hello. Yeah, it's back.
That's my mic.
Is that a lot better? Hello? Okay, everything is all right.
Yeah, I think when he got his mic on.
Yeah.
When we asked
When I put my mic on.
get feedback.
I got an idea. Stay here, guys. I'm going to get a speaker. Stay here, and I'll move you away from the phone with the speaker. Yeah? Stay there. Good idea.
Well, that's technology for you. It's too long.
You sound very keen.
I can't hear you.
Stop stream again.
Alright, let's try this, guys.
Oops. Well.
Okay, good. Is that better? Does that work? Is that better?
Well, you're fine, yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yeah.
Is the feedback gone?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's cool. There you go.
I can hear Steve a lot better. Because he can hear me, right?
You can hear me now, I think.
Yeah.
You should be able to hear me.
That's better, yeah. Can you hear me perfectly, Jan?
Just about.
Yeah,
that's better. It's certainly better. It's
brilliant.
75% better. So yeah.
Kieran, Kieran, can you talk there, Kieran? Say you sound.
Can I talk? You say.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yeah, I hear
you. All three are perfectly now.
Yeah,
that's better.
Actually, thinking back, I used to do my live in the early days.
They're in the end. I'm going to turn the entire stream down there. No, I don't want to do that. Never done that before.
Yeah, no, this reminds me when I used to have streams that Zara used to host for me, and we used to get this problem all the time.
Yeah.
It was always on my end. I remember, yeah, there you go.
Well, I was on the show last night, and the connection just broke. It just went. It's just made. It's just because the sound got distorted, and just the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to Steve and John from Black Country Paranormal Seekers, wasn't it? That's right. And Kieran was there as well on Steve's show last night.
Yeah.
So bloody annoying.
Well,
anyway, we're glad we're on track and each other. Yeah, anyway, brilliant.
Did everyone in chat actually catch what I said? Because I really don't want to go through what I can say it again. The whole
really? Everyone was complaining that the feedback was like about 8 people left because they couldn't understand and it was giving them headaches.
Oh, shit.
One person said, I've got to take my headphones out before my ears bleed.
Oh.
Just seen that now. No.
Well, now you know what to do. When I invite you on mine, if you want to come on mine one day, Riley.
Cheers.
Not actually.
It works anyway. Thanks for that. I had to click off. Yes, we fixed it, Purgatory Paranormal of New York. We fixed it.
I was seriously actually going to say, guys, I can't do this. My head is splitting. I've got to go. But now it's fixed. I can stay.
Cool. Well,
Far away, guys. Far away. Brilliant. Thanks.
I'll strangle you, Riley. I'll strangle you. You done that on purpose, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Sabotage everything.
So we was talking about provoking.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you actually provoke them, or you just be like yourself? Like, you know, sometimes I just say, right, come you lazy ass. You know, fucking do something. Prove you around. You know, you don't. Then you know, what's the point of you being here? You're getting free rent here. You know, come on, get and do something. You know, that is really provoking. That's being like sarcastic, being funny.
That's not massively provoking it. That's sort of what's the right word? Just be encouraging, gentle encouragement. When you say provoking, like talk about how, well, you don't know if they're dead, do you? But you know, really insulting them. That's not really, you know. I mean, yeah, but if you want to call it provoking, a very low level of provocation as opposed to going all out. You know, fucking winds them right up or whatever. But that's only if I don't, you know, can't seem to get anything. One thing I've learned about this is it's not constant. You know, I do miss the old house because I did get a lot more in there. And when I come to this new house where I'm at now, I thought my channel might be dead in this part because, you know, am I actually going to get anything? But then again, I've got one of my best captures here. You know, I asked an entity, what are you? Are you just dead? You know, I didn't ask him, you know, who are you? I asked him, what are you? Are you just dead? And it says, I'm the devil's angel. Really damn clear. I don't know if you heard that one. That fucking blew me. I said, you're the devil's what? And it laughed. You know, it laughed at that. And that was in this house. So I thought, great. You know, that's good because I didn't want to move from a property that has had stuff, even though it had faded out anyway, really, before I even bothered.
Well, they can swarm to be mischievous as well, can't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like the parody.
Creepy,
on that parody video. Yeah.
That freaked me out, that word, that. Yeah, they're mischievous little buggers. So they can say that they're the devil, they can say who they want, you know, Beelzebub's next best friend, or
yeah.
And that's, of course, that's intelligent spirits being there, but sort of mischievous. And I mean, not a lot of them all evil, aren't they? You know,
No. This is it. I mean, you know, they say they're dead a lot, don't they? They like to say they're dead. I'm dead. Like, obsessed with it. It's like we're in a constant cycle of just, you know, I'm dead. It's really weird. It's like, I know, I mean, again, I don't like saying, you know, are they dead people or are they not? Because we don't really know. We assume they are because they say they're dead. So if you say you're dead, is that true?
Yeah.
You know, or what the hell are you? You know, I mean, that one that talked back said, I'm the devil's angel.
Yeah.
If you try and read between the lines, that sounds like he's not a dead person. Whatever it was that was talking to him was something more than that. You know, some sort of entity that doesn't live on this planet.
Well, some people,
you know.
Some people don't even think we're talking to dead people. Some people think we're talking to aliens.
Yeah, I thought
or something from another dimension.
That's true. Yeah, you've gone down that before, haven't you, Steve? I remember you saying about that a long time ago. Yeah, a lot of people do think that. Yeah, I never had anything that maybe aliens. But what the hell is an alien? It's just something that isn't from here, is it? You know, that's all an alien means. It doesn't have to have, you know, the typical grey, does it? You know, plant life could be bloody alien if it's not a different planet even, but. It's difficult to get your head around because, you know, it's very easy to read between the lines and put things together, you know, or that fits, you know. But yeah, some of the replies I've had do make me really think. I had a live stream a while ago. Again, that's on that montage video where I was getting lots of good contact, and this is over a period of like over a few hours or whatever. You know, and you know, the devil really clear. Why would you suddenly just say that? The devil. It's just like what? And Jesus as well was the thing. I said I'll sit here streaming games, playing stuff, talking about, and I paused as if to like think what to talk about, and it went Jesus. Yeah, we'll talk about Jesus Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. What? You know, the fuck. You know. Yeah, it's odd. It is odd. I can't get my head around it sometimes. It can drive you insane. Like I say, coming from someone who was really skeptical about this stuff. But I got to say, I'm going for a really big dry patch at the moment, not really picking up much evidence. Nothing, stands out. The only thing I've really picked up lately, hence my last video, is the contact returning now, because that bloody dinosaur. That's another one that happened, right? That dinosaur, it was just a toy my daughter had. Didn't think nothing of it, and basically, I had a spirit box, the SB7. And I wasn't getting anything on it. It took me months to get anything. I was just fiddling around with it, and accidentally I discovered what Furtless, my subs dubs, magnitude mode. Basically, what it does, it cuts out all of that white noise from your SB7, right? And it's totally quiet, gets rid of it all. And all you do is hit two buttons together at the same time, and it sets it off. But I didn't. Every time I did this, I thought, it's booted up wrong. It's cheap Chinese rubbish. I didn't think much of it. But a voice come out of it. I was like, hello? Like, stick it to my ear like a phone, like, what? And then the dinosaur on its own went off. It said M at the time, not Q. It said M or L or something like that. I'm like, is that you? Like, talking in here? L. On the okay. Well, it's coincidence, right? Coincidence. So, take the thing upstairs. I try and do a session, and, I'm starting to get things coming through. It's magnitude mode, as it's dubbed. It was called the Hush mode originally. It's like a godsend, because I'm getting quite a few things coming through. Really pleased with myself that night, because I got what I found to be, I think something's really trying here, and the dinosaur was quiet for quite a long time, right? So at the end of the night, when me and my wife go to bed, I forget to turn off the dinosaur. I leave it on by accident. Doesn't go off throughout the whole night, totally silent. I wake up in the morning, and I say morning, that, or she says morning to me first. I can't remember, and I say morning to her, and then the dinosaur says, in a deep fucking voice, or a sound comes from it in a deep voice, good morning. Like, what? I've never had that happen again. It's only happened once, and we both looked at each other. What the fuck?
Have you tried baby monitors? Because I've got two baby.
But I want to.
And the first time I ever bought a baby monitor as a test run, I connected it all up, and it was probably within about 2-3 minutes turning it on.
Yeah.
I went, anyone there? And all of a sudden I hear this woman goes, who's that? I went, who are you? She goes, no, who are you? I said, excuse me. Who are you? She goes, and she gave me, I can't remember her name, but she gave me a name. I said, excuse me, love, I think you're on a secure system. I think you need to turn your one off. And I think what happened is that someone must have had the same or similar kind of baby I had, and it's on the same frequency.
That's where you thought, what the hell? I
think I scared the shit out of her, I'll tell you, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I know this is the thing. We discussed this on my community a good few months back with what's his name, Austin Paranormal, Rob. Definitely on knows who he is, Austin Paranormal. He's a really brave guy. I mean, he doesn't do it anymore because he's not allowed anymore. It's this dilapidated lake house with all sorts of paranormal activity. Even the vandals don't go in there because it's so freaking freaky.
Really?
He goes in there on his own. No one else. He's like a 50-year-old guy. Sorry, Rob, if you're watching this and you're younger than that, I'm really sorry. Or if you're older than that, I hope you're happy. My point is, he goes to his house like brave as hell. I couldn't do it going. I mean, I'm okay going in cemeteries on my own and stuff, but where he goes is a little bit out of my comfort zone without somebody else with me. I do it with 2 people, but not on my own. But anyway, he goes in now on his own, picks up all sorts of EVPs and stuff. But the point is, we were discussing on my community Truth Seekers or whatever about baby monitors, and like, yes and no. They, it's interesting to try and experiment, but there's a lot of things that can, you think are paranormal or not paranormal because of such, like the thing you just discussed there, Steve. You could have thought what, and then as you said, you realise
it's just too clear for us to come through. Hello. Hit hello back, and you say hello, and it goes hello.
Yeah, I must have made you.
it's just like it really did sound like someone in another room.
Yeah,
I think it might have been either because when I first moved in, all the units down the bottom of my flat, because we got like 4 flats in each unit, you've got like 3 units, but you don't count the bottom ones because they were never ever like available to anyone at the moment because I was still like furnishing them out and everything. Yeah, so whoever had a monitor must have been quite close. It could have been someone in one of the flats above me, you know, because I've got 2 above me. I don't think it would have been a Chinese lady because I, you know, I would have understand the language.
Yeah.
But you've got like another 2 kind of units which have 4 flats in each unit. So I'm thinking it might have just been someone there with a baby monitor, probably bought the same monitor. You know, I must have scared the hell out of her. You know, so I never heard the voice again.
McDonald's, the drive-through, you can use them to mess about with them. They all on a similar wavelength, don't they, in that as well. So
I don't know if you watch Living Dead Paranormal, but they use baby monitors quite a lot, and they get a lot of stuff with their baby monitors.
Yeah, I have been interested in trying one. I'm gonna have to look at what Rob posted there. I can't bring it up. I wish he was in the chat room because you know there's lots of things against them, but at the same time, you know, I'd still be curious to just see. Like I say, with what I've got the paranormal now, I've lost since moving from that property and going through like a dry spot. It does get a bit demotivating at times. I know you know that is part of the package, you know. And I've always been true to myself. I always upload a session, no matter how good or bad, and be honest about it. You know, there's nothing there or there's something there. And a lot of people do say, you're being too harsh on yourself. There's definitely something there, definitely. I don't think there is. I think you're trying to, like, really read into it too deep or whatever, you know? You've got to watch out for that damn pareidolia. It is a big pitfall of the spirit box, unfortunately. It really, really is. And sometimes, like, you ever have these sessions where you know there's something there, it's not really coming, but they're in the background. They're like really far back. You can hear the words are correct, and they're not pareidolia like, but they're like in the background. I don't know. I've always said there's conditions. I think there has to be conditions. I don't know if it's like, where the moon is in phase, or bloody Halloween, or whatever. Well, I got a bloody blinder on Halloween, ironically, the last Halloween. That was good.
Well, it's like EVPs, like just through a normal EVP recorder. Sometimes you can hear something when in the background, but you can't hear exactly what it's saying. Yeah. Unless you put it through some software, then
lift it up. Yeah. I don't really have any EVPs. I've got a digital recorder. I think the best EVP I've had. I wish the phone got chucked down the toilet of all freaking things. But it is that one where my daughter's on the swing and my wife is pushing her, and she did this video for me in a taxi because obviously I spent a lot of time in the taxi. I didn't get to see my family a lot, so she did this video for me pushing my daughter on the swing, and she's just waving to her left. There's nobody there. I know this park. No one ever goes to this damn park up where I live. And she's pushing it and like waving to nobody. And all of a sudden you hear this metallic. It's like a metallic voice go, "Cooey, Cooey." Who says coo? Is that Victorian? Coo. Yeah, but it's really eerie because it is like a metallic voice. And it's prominent and loud, and she's waving to whatever it is. Is that the Harry she keeps banging on about? Blah blah blah. Harry this. Blah blah blah. Harry. Who's Harry? I don't know any Harry.
Shouldn't have imaginary friends at all. I think they see ghosts for the more it's receptible. It's interesting.
What I find weird as well is she doesn't remember it. Like she's 6 now, and this happens to like 2. That's all. You know, talk. You know, doesn't have any memory of it whatsoever. Yet she's clearly interacting with something that she can see. Yeah. Because she stood in like the living room. She's talking to someone that's not there. You know, in her Babel language with this Harry in each sentence, like, you know, but we couldn't see nothing. And same with the picture on my avatar. When that was taken, we didn't see a big black cloaked figure standing in front of us, that's for sure. There's nothing there when you took the picture. That's just what came out on the phone, you know, after that click. So how did the camera see it, but we can't see it? What's the difference? Why did the camera pick up, but we don't?
Yeah, I was saying that last time I stream, actually. It's unusual that we don't see certain things. You know, we get to see that breath of the eye kind of movement, but we don't see it physically, you know, in front. You know, our cameras, digital cameras, camcorders pick up crazy stuff. Yeah. I've caught in the past about 6 apparitions, moving apparitions on a camcorder. Oh, wow. But, you know, you've never seen them face to face because it's dark and, you know, IR light is a different spectrum, and the camera can pick up different things through the spectrum. We
That's
can't
the
see
thing
it in that spectrum.
without photo on what I got, that wasn't pitch black either. It wasn't bright light, but well, like the light I've got now, energy saving bulbs. It was quite low light, like the news at 10 or whatever, and the curtains are drawn, and it was on the first generation smartphone. It wasn't even touch screen. You got on the internet, but an old smartphone.
A bit of old tech though.
I'll get a lot of EVPs on my old Nokia E5 mobile phone.
Yeah.
Love that phone. I just sent one up to someone because she's helped me out in donations quite a lot, actually. So I sent her one of my Nokia E5s and a audio recorder for her to test out.
Okay.
Nokia E5 is a great little mobile phone.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the modern phones now? Are they good for EVPs now? Technology's moved on so quickly with the mobile phones for possibly capturing.
I've never really tried doing EVP with my mobile phones, my Androids. I've always used my Nokia or a normal audio recorder.
Yeah, if it works, you don't change, do you? It's like my spirit box a little bit. Like that. My best captures have always been on the SB7 using that magnification.
I don't like those SBB7s. They're crap.
Well, no, I don't like the normal use of the faux white noise. I know it's experimental at the time, and I'm overthinking behind it, but it sort of ruined it in my mind because I don't know, it's just overbearing with it, and it's not real white noise. It's faux white noise. It's fake white noise. Whatever that means.
You can also get good EVPs through the actual camcorder audio as well, can't you? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had quite a few EVPs coming through. Just walking, doing a nature walk, kind of thing, walking through the common.
Yeah.
I've got my camcorder recording. There's no one around you whatsoever. And when you come back home and you upload and you sit there, you feel like nothing else to do. You might as well watch it. Watch yourself on video. And it's crazy that sometimes you pick up voices from somewhere.
All right. That's another show here. Okay, isn't it? Back.
So, what's the most scariest, spooky thing that's happened to you?
Oh crikey!
Apart from talking to us tonight.
I don't know, really. I mean, not me, but to my family. I mean, I was out, but having my daughter pushed against the headboard while putting my wife under unconscious sedation. If I wasn't there at the time, I mean, I got the phone call after, come home quick. The boy, who's not a boy anymore, rescued him. He heard the daughter, his sister crying like more than a normal. Why isn't mum dealing with her? It's not right here. And he goes in. And he says the scene that he found was she was upside down and being squashed against the headboard. This 1.5-year-old baby. And he instantly went to grab her. And he kept trying to shake his mum, my wife, waking her. She wouldn't wake up. He had to really slap her to hell to wake her up, And he says it's just really weird. I mean, it's pitch black in a room, but that's the scariest thing. Imagine if my daughter had died in that way, right? Because that.
So do you think that's quite paranormal?
A ghost did it? You wouldn't know how to. It'd just be very odd. And you'd be considered a loony. But that happened. It was witnessed. Well, my wife was, as I said, do you remember anything? She goes, no, it's like nothing. It wasn't like I was asleep. You sleep, you have a dream, or you have, it's like I was nothing, nothing. I didn't exist. It's just nothing, black,
So I think, like we was talking about, children being in paranormal. Some parents are happy with them being in the paranormal. Like John, he's got 3 kids, and he's happy with them, learning about the paranormal. Some people don't.
Like I said, her first, as you know, I just said her first words were Harry. So, because some people say to me, why do you expose your daughter to this then? Well, first of all, I'd rather be in contact with these entities because they were there. We didn't ask for them to come. They were there already, if that makes sense, We didn't ask them. And when I said to Nat, how did it come about? How did it start? She was, no, it just started happening. Just weird shit started happening, like drawers being shut and all that kind of thing, in the middle of the night being slammed. She got stacked. That was the thing. Right, she's in her room, and her boy, this is before I'm on the scene, okay? And this is the early days of this shit happening. She could hear things moving and being dragged, and she thought, oh my God, a burglar's in the house. So they just hid under the duvet, and Justin's with her as well under the duvet, cowering. They actually fall asleep and forget it. But there's a lot of noise in it. Anyway, she goes to open the door, the bedroom door, clunk. What the hell? All of like the stuff, like the big candlesticks, toys, had all been pushed against her door in like a weird stacked way, you know? What the fuck? You know, did someone come in my house and just do this for a joke and then run away, or what?
Yeah.
But that was the early days of that sort of thing happening, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've got so many accounts and things that have happened through that time period, and I you know, looking back, I wish I really had documented, but a lot of it is you can't predict when and where it's going to happen. When it happens, it's usually short and very quick, like the open air speak, you know. Being some silent night while I've got my boxers down to my ankles in the toilet, what am I going to do? Like, jump out of the toilet, try and grab a phone, start pressing record. By that time, it's finished, it's over. And first of all, I didn't even know it was one of these entities doing it. I thought it was Christmas carolers at first. And then I started thinking, hang on a minute, midnight, and we've never, ever in 10 years had Christmas carolers, ever. Why now? And then, you know, I realised it was coming from, not from the door, but above me, like above me. Like, what? You know, it's fucking...
Well, I had just thought I had an experience at the foot of my bed. This wispy, just mist, a ball of mist. Well, shapeless mist just went through the wall. Light blue mist. I looked at it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even scared. I thought, what the fuck's that? Pardon my language, yeah. That's true. That I just don't. What the?
Yeah.
I tried to explain it. The cars, the lights from the cars. It was night time from coming in, but the curtains were drawn, so that's true. I just can't explain it.
Something can be scary. Like I've had, like, you know, in the living room, full blown black apparition, the white one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
While I've been live streaming, there was a time when I was in Mitcham. Mitcham, what's it called? There's a place I was in. While I was in temporary accommodation, all place. My bed violently shook 3 times in one night, and I mean, it shook. It felt like every time I was in the earthquake, you know.
Yeah,
we've trying to come through actually.
Yeah, you know, we've had that a lot of the bed fucking about in bed. They used to rattle our headboard, like bang, 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 bang. It's rhythmical fashion. We're like, is that a hint? You after a show or something? You know.
The thing is, though, this was so crazy.
Like very awkward.
Mine was so crazy. It is a brand new bed they bought me, yeah, and the next morning it is broken.
Good Lord.
Because it had been shaken so violently, you know. And the only person in the spirit world that used to do that was my mate David, when he used to come around and wake me up to go around the cafe or something, yeah, go down the motorway for a bacon sandwich or something. And I did do a Ouija board a couple of days later and asking, you know, what caused that, and they said, oh, it's David coming to pay you a visit. He's trying to wake you up. I said, what was he trying to do? You know, wake me up to go down the fucking cafe with him or something? Was he got a spirit car with him or something? You know, I said, like, it really just scared the hell out of me, you know, because it really, honestly and truly broke the bed. And the only thing is, I didn't document it because I didn't have a proper camera at the time. I was using a smartphone.
Predict when and where, you know, it happens, you know, and have that phone to hand. It's frustrating sometimes because, like, you know, when you talk about these things, people must think you're talking shit, you're lying, you're making it out like, no. I mean, I promise you that when these things happened, I had to check with myself, but I wasn't seeing things. I'm losing my fucking mind, you know. I honestly thought I've got a brain tumor or something. I don't know what. You know, it's something not. I can't. You know, it's really messed up. And what's worse of it, going through this sort of dry spot like I have at the moment, it sort of makes me lose faith. Like, did all that stuff really happen? Because it's gone dry at the moment, kind of thing. But no, it did happen. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I'm having arguments with myself in my own head, like. But when you have witnesses to it, that's when you realise, yeah, did this shit happen? It's real. You know, I've got plenty of witnesses at that house who I can call on today. And we'll nod down and go, yeah, we saw this, we saw that, or, you know, this happened. And when, you know, so when you got witnesses, that's a good thing, you know. It is a shame that I didn't, you know, start the YouTube channel during that time period. But I was very angsty, very, you know, punk rock ethics. We didn't want to be on social media. You know, we didn't like the modern world. It was just me and my wife in this bubble. And like I said, I was only going to do one rant video on Mr. Huff, you know, because...
What? I think you're doing all on one, haven't you, Riley, on Mr. Huffy Puffy?
50 videos,
Riley, should you call these people out? content. It's good you do that. That's good.
A lot of people have done videos on him actually.
Yeah.
I
I think that's good. That's good. Yeah, they give the people the bad name. Just
yeah, because it makes people like me or you guys or anyone else look like we're just either deluded or after money or we're just liars for attention or
That's right.
you know what I mean? Because those that can understand and be logical and can see through it, you know, spirits manipulate sound, mate. You don't know that. You got no idea how they do this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, they manipulate sound. Then tell me, how do you differentiate between your app firing out words through your bloody guitar amp or if it's spirit doing it? The only way you could do that is, if it's a bank tap, is to literally take your capture that you captured, say it says I'm dead, the devil, whatever, and then open up the app and go through every single little MP3 snippet, all the 1,100 snippets, and cross-reference it to see if it's not one of them. If it's not one of them, oh, well, yeah, you might have something there. It manipulated the sound to form its own word or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's been caught out so many times, hasn't he? Where he's been doing his own video, his own sound banks and putting them into the bloody app, isn't he?
Even his Patreon, they do that though. You know, his Patreon isn't even live anymore. It's just set up. Seriously, like, you know, and they don't understand. They don't know what a jump cut is or whatever. And if you tell them, oh, you're just jealous, always been jealous. Oh, look. Let's put it this way. Even if I was jealous, we'll just say that I'm jealous, okay? Just if that makes you feel happy.
Are you jealous, Riley?
Away from the fact that you've been, you know, that he's been caught. You know what I mean? It doesn't take it. That doesn't answer the issues that are set out there. It doesn't, you know, that's not an argument. It's a straw man.
And was called the jars, right? It's yeah. Yeah, I unsubscribed from his page. I found out with the right charlatan. No, after you, mate. Oh, you're gone. I'm going.
Sorry, guys. You ever have Mr. Huff on your radio show? I won't be watching. I won't even come on because I would be ripping them apart. I think. I lost my interest in him when he was doing a ghost hunt in the cemetery, and he was actually advertising his SDT-1, and the guy was just about to be buried. You can see him being walked down in casket, and he starts going, "Oh, you know, if you need any help, come to me. I can help you cross over." You know, if he's fucking God himself, that's when I lost all respect on the guy.
Yeah, he has got, as they say, a cult. It's like you know, the Kool-Aid cult.
And the other thing I don't like about him is that as soon as someone dies, you know, someone famous, you know, I spoke to like so and so last night. You know, Bobby Williams. I spoke to this person. I spoke to that person. You know, he thinks he can speak to every fucking single kind of like famous person.
These celebrities he's on about in life, they wouldn't pee on him if he was on fire. So why in death, if they would go to him? They don't know where he lives, who he is, what, you know, nothing about him. And if he, you know, if all these other people are reaching out to XXX Tentacion for the millionth time, you know, what's he going to do? He's going to be a very busy man going around all these spirits.
Has he got to a special portal to the deceased stars or something?
Yeah.
We don't know about, you know.
If you are going to be floating around when you die for however long period, I'm pretty sure you would follow your friends and your family and things like that, and your daughter or your son. You know, I don't think you would go, oh, let's go see Mr. Huffles. He's calling out for me right now. You know, help me cross over, please. You know, it's just, Jesus Christ. I come with love and no ill intent.
I haven't looked at the DVP search and go, Tom, you arsehole. What? Let's get rid of that one. Yeah.
That would be a great DVP, but someone will probably think that he's put it in his own app so he can, you know, he's even said that the devil's spoken to him.
That's
true. How many times has he said that? The devil has spoken to him.
Oh,
really?
It's just utter horseshit. Oh, the thing is, you know, I mean, people say he's got 700 million subs and your message isn't getting out there. Isn't my message getting out there? Do you want to take a look at his views? All right, he's got 30,000 views. But 30,000 when you have 700,000 subs is not a good count. My ratio is high with the amount of subs I got. He isn't getting the views that he should get with that amount of people, you know? So,
yeah.
But, you know, like
anybody else you called out?
Yeah. Oh, there's been loads over the years. I can't think of anybody now. Yeah, well, recently Proving Demons, isn't it? He phone in the wall and fake debit box. and you know, he seems to be the one that struck my channel recently because he put up a post like saying that it's extra chipper because a certain bully in the paranormal field has lost the channel for misconduct. Well, he put that post up before I even know I had lost my channel. How did he know so damn quickly? You know, he said, "Well, news travels fast." He says to me, "I didn't do anything. I swear, news travels fast." And then said, "Enjoy your new hobby." He's really, really cocky and cocksure to me. But again, he's another one with a huge ego. He's a superstar, you know, and it's not really about the ghost anymore. It's just the host. But hey, I can't talk like the state of my fucking videos. But Jesus Christ, man.
Wasn't you in Truth Seekers at one time?
He was originally, yeah. This is the thing with him. He's a user. But,
No, I said, was you in Truth Seekers?
yeah. I started it up, didn't I?
Yeah, what happened to that? It just fell apart,
still-
didn't it? A lot of people
Yeah,
just
so
like,
it's still up. We started being public, and then like, I got all mixed in with the cat angel, like Cat Angel. She calls people out, didn't she, as well, Huff and that. And obviously she made enemies of certain people, and because I was with that person as well, they all started. And we just got trolled like to the point of no tomorrow. And in the end, we got fair. We started the group again, but this time making it private because you can't. Once you've made a group, you can't turn it to private or public. It's set and locked like that. And we're fed of people like seeing our messages and stuff, and you know whatnot. Not that we post anything that nefarious on that site at all, hardly. The message was, "Oh, it's just some sort of little bullying clique down there. You know, they're all laughing at respected, ITC researchers." No, if you're respected and you don't fake, and no worries. But yeah, people are said that I think this dude's fake or whatever, But it is, but you can always get in there anyway. We've got a mole in there, or probably about 3 or 4 moles in there, like reporting back, and it doesn't bother, whatever, But yeah, it went through a bit of a weird time, Yeah, I don't know, just weird live and learn and experience and trying to understand how to handle things. Some things weren't handled right, others, and
So I did join Truth Seekers, but I was just seeing what people were actually posting, and then I thought, well, look, I'm not really contributing anything, so I might as well just step away.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's cool. Anyone's welcome to leave or come back anytime. There's no, mandate on that or whatever. But yeah, I do remember. Yeah, if you're not posting, you want to leave, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's tell you what it has done. It's brought a lot of good friends together. Friendships being formed and bonds that might even last forever. I get quite a few emails actually here and there. People thank me for the friends they have made through that community. Real strong friends. I mean, even myself, those people in that community and my subscribers or whoever, if they're not in that community, it's not a secret. They've helped us out no end. We would still be in that property. All right, yes, it was great. It had a lot of paranormal activity, but it had black mold everywhere, for God's sake. And my daughter didn't have a room. We needed to move. They made that happen. They got us back on the road. When things have gone wrong in other areas, we just had so much, help and whatnot, which will never be forgotten and needs to be paid forward in one way or another. And the strength of the bonds of the friendship is just, I've never seen anything like it, And considering I'm very anti, social media and all the rest of it, I don't know. It's just, I'm glad we are moving platform because G Plus is shutting down, isn't it? So we're gonna move platform to somewhere else, which I'll put up a video nearer the time because hasn't been set up yet. But I wouldn't swap, right, the people who sub to me, who are in that group or whatever, for all the viral million faceless people in the world. You know what I mean? They've all got a clue as well. They're not stupid. A lot of these people. Some of them really know their stuff. A lot of people are experienced in there. I can call out some people like we'll say Rob, Austin Paranormal, and there's NMPI, Glenn. These people have a lot of experience and knowledge on this as well. If you ever need help or whatever, so they're not just, a lot of them are just learning or it's just mad. I can't really fit the words that describe, my feeling on it. It's a bit odd, but yeah, it's Oh, I'm having a moment. Just bear with me, it'll be all right.
I think it's a shame that they broke down, you know, Trucy, because there was a lot of good groups in there, but, you know,
Like I say, it's still going. It's just changed.
the drama crept in, didn't it? The old drama started crawling in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
destroying things, you know. Like you said,
Always.
Cat, you know, I've had a problem with Cat, but we sorted it out, you know.
Yeah,
And,
no, Kat's never done me any wrong. I know, like, people are falling out of her, but to me, she's always been good to me. You know, you know.
I talk to Cat now, you know, she's
Yeah.
done a few videos on me in the past, you
I'm
know.
not taking any sides with that, Steve, or anything like that. You know, but like, yeah, you made it great, but you know, I'm not saying anything was right. I'm just saying she's never done me any harm or wrong or anything. But you know, obviously she has her enemies, and if her enemies see me like talking to her, wow, you know, I got a target on my back as well. You know, but it is weird like that, isn't it? There is you know, people do have cliques and sides and stuff, don't they? And whatnot, you know.
Were you friendly, or are you still friendly with Proven Demons?
No, not at all. Like I say, you know, I promoted him and shouted him all the time when he was like nobody, if you like. And like I said, the original Andrew who I knew would be really ashamed or would vow never to turn into the Andrew he is today, unless all the time he was just making art, you know, just saying it for the fun of it. I don't know.
So the early days he was okay. Just later on, these egos.
He's good. He's got some amazing spirit box captures and stuff. He really has. He's not like he's shit or anything.
Yeah.
He's good, but
stuff.
You know, he's working the YouTube game. You know, saying the same words. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy and fam, and just like every other channel. But it works. That's what he wants. No worries. But the thing that I take issue with is like, you know, once he got as much use as he needed out of me, I was thrown under the bus, and he was with somebody else. Once he got as much use out of them, oh look, they fell out. He throws them under the bus. Then he goes to someone else, and what he does, he gets with a certain group of people or a channel that's got higher subs than him, or their subs like him and subscribe to him. So he comes up to a level. Once he goes over, he ditches them and goes on to the next one who's a little bit higher. It's like a pattern, you know, and you know. If it's
like an ego
he's
thing,
fallen out with, then okay, it's just mine and his issue. But so you know, every person he's gone past have an issue, you know. So are we all wrong? Are we all, you know, wrong, or is it him? You know. But
I did like the guy, but you know, like with Huff when he started, like, you know, doing ghost boxes when someone's been buried, that kind of lost my respect for him. But what lost my respect for Proven Demons when he admitted that he fucking faked that bone in the wall, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah. But that's what you got to do if you want to, you know, get the views, because obviously he wants to make it as his job. So the more views you get, the more he's going to get paid, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what works. It gets lots of teenagers love the jump scares and shit. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, Mo, Sandy was pretty famous. You know, I'm J Station.
No, I'm not saying I won't watch his channel again, but you know, it kind of like
it makes you
got really pissed with it.
Well, like
the Ouija brothers, they got really pissed with it, didn't they?
Yeah. With them, I remember that. Yeah. His ex-girlfriend now he's going with ex-girlfriend with DNA Paranormal. He used the Ouija brothers. That's right, I believe, isn't it?
But it's like lies as well, just the passive lies. Like for instance, he had this. He's showing his haunted objects. I get these haunted objects. I keep these haunted objects in a special cupboard. That cupboard isn't a special cupboard. That's his ex-girlfriend's mother's cupboard where her fucking knickers are. You know what I mean? Like, why?
He don't go in the cupboard and start sniffing them, does he?
Yeah, it's not, as actually put in a cupboard for bloody Narnia. You know,
should have said that might start drama.
Magical world. Like, why would you? But I guess, you know, the teenagers where go, wow, you know, he's got haunted objects, but he dare not speak of.
Hey, that's cool, man.
You know, under lock and key in a special cupboard. It looks like a normal cupboard where you put your knickers on, but whatever, you know. But lying to your audience, whatever, you know.
Portal to Nickel World.
But it's working. Doesn't matter how many people will put up videos saying, you know, he put a bone in the wall. His subs are climbing each and every day, and he'll make it. He'll make it on the platform. He'll hit 1 million subs in a couple of years. He'll do fine. You know.
Is it a haunted knicker cupboard? Is that why they lock it? Because the knickers keep disappearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hearing Nicker phenomenon.
Nick of Domain.
I think his problem is he's forgot where he started from the beginning. He's forgot his way and what the paranormal's all about. I think the fame or the subs or whatever, he's doing it the wrong way of doing things. If he wants to go down that road by bending the rules here and there, put down this is only entertainment purposes only.
Yes, yes.
It's going to confuse people. Why don't he put that in his videos? No one's going to have a problem if he's going to put that entertainment.
Someone did say, and I don't really talk to them because I had a hell of a lot of drama with a certain person, so I'll keep them away from them. But even he said, like, you know, you've got to kind of like make up things because, like, you know, things do get really quiet and boring, so you kind of have to think the same cut. And if it ain't real, you know, at least, you know, it might bring some of the people to watch you. But the thing is, some people don't realise that if you don't tell them exactly what's going on, then they're going to turn around and say, "Oh, you faked it," you know, kind of thing. Yeah. So if you turn around and say at the end of the video or at the end of the stream, "Oh, by the way, this wasn't real," you know, I kind of like just more
respect, wouldn't you?
You are going to get a bit more respect because you actually go say, "Oh, by the way, this wasn't real," you know. It's something that I kind of like thought up, you know, kind of thing. And, you know, I just wanted to see, you know, what kind of reaction I would get from it, you know. So if I've pissed anyone off, I apologise, you know. It's just like, you know, if we don't think about doing things like this, then, you know, we might lose, you know, the viewing and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, you have to sometimes, I think of things, you know, in a proper way to do it, though. I'm trying to think what that word's called. Begins with R. I can't remember what it's called.
And don't forget in the chat room. Don't forget in the chat room, people. Don't forget to support each other, like each and subscribe to each other. It does help supporting each other in the paranormal. So, people in the chat room, please do support each other and subscribe to each other. It does help people out.
Yep,
okay, guys, I'll mirror this video onto my channel tomorrow or whatever, and you know, put your links in that, and that'll help you out. Hopefully, some of my viewers come across maybe.
Aussie Woman. I've just subscribed to Aussie Woman.
Oh, it's Angela Elkington from hang on, New South Wales, Australia. That's our friend. She's in the show in the chat room.
I can see chat, but I can't because I haven't got my other phone on me. My wife's got
it. Say hello to her.
Potruba, I can't even pronounce it. Of New York. I've already subscribed to that one. I'm sure I have.
Right, if you could you check out Black Country Seekers? That's a good channel, John. He does amazing work. He does the paranormal stuff, and he does charity work on the side, doing the paranormal work. He's a brilliant channel to check out. He's a small group like me. He's probably got about 500 people, but the work he does is amazing. Please check out his channel. It's amazing.
Okay. Oh,
he's actually live streaming on his channel at the moment.
See, this is the thing. A lot of people say to me, like with the whole Huff thing, he's got 700,000 subs. You've only got 4,000. So
I post Black Country.
That doesn't say your channel is legitimate just because you've got so many subs. If anything, if you want to go by statistics, it's usually the tiny channels with 100 to 700 or whatever are the ones that are real. And then, you know, ones with the great big mass numbers that are not real. You know, if you want to go by statistics, you know. So I hate when people say, you know, judge a channel by how many subs it's got. Sub count means nothing in my mind. It really doesn't. And I guess that's the difference again between me and Proven Demons. Sub count is really important to him. Views are really important to him. That's the goal, you know. And it, you know, and to a lot of other people, I suppose the majority, I guess, on YouTube. And in this game, maybe not so because obviously we're seeking truth or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it does hurt for me that, you know, everything's judged on how many subs you got. That shows how legitimate and how good you are. Like, nah, it just shows you're more popular and, you know, whether your stuff is real or fake, you know, it doesn't say how trustworthy you are, you know what I mean? Just because of your sub count. You know?
Personally, myself, I just say true to myself, and Matt probably does the same on our channel. We've got 109 subs, so we do appreciate the people who describe.
Half the time you got 111 now.
Oh, brilliant! 111. That's brilliant because half the time, sometimes if you watch our station, some of our live streams, sometimes we just talk about random stuff. If you know.
What I mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I've only got I've only got 2,505. Sometimes I keep getting them up and down, like a yo-yo. Someone comes to subscribe to me. I did lose a lot just recently because all the fucking drama shit,
Yeah.
I even lost some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Very good friends.
It's sad that can happen.
Well, especially on YouTube recently, I have heard of some, especially YouTube, hitting out in the paranormal community, taking pages off, reinstating pages, taking pages off, and I don't know what they're hitting the paranormal community for. People are trying to freedom of speech and trying to get the work out there and this, that, and that. I can't see it's a big platform for everyone to do what they need to do. Yeah. And if you don't like people, don't watch them certain people, or don't watch that certain channel. Go somewhere else, if you know what I mean. It's a big platform out there for most of people to watch your channels, if you know what I mean. If you don't like a particular channel, don't watch it. It's just common sense.
People like trolling there to annoy people.
Well, the thing is, as Riley probably knows, Google Plus is going to be closing down indefinite on April the 2nd. It's going to be removing Google Hangouts, Google Chat, Google Profiles, Google Mail, everything.
Is it?
Yeah. The only way you can do Hangouts is through YouTube, but there is an alternative through Google Hangouts. It's called Google Meet. It's similar to like the Hangouts, what you do, but when you click on the link, it goes to like a Google page where it asks you to put a code in, and you just put like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and you click OK. Then you can send invites to people that way through the link, and when they come on, you got to give them the code, otherwise they can't get in.
Okay.
I've been there. I've opened up one little Google to see if it is the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've never actually invited anyone on it to test it out yet.
Yeah.
But there are other platforms out there, like what's it called, Me or MeWi or something?
Yeah, MeWi, what the fuck it's called. Yeah.
You've got Skype. You can do Skype as well.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to be moving to. MeWi, I've got to set it up. I set up in the sort of the first or second week in March for the Truth Seekers community thing. Yeah, bit of a shame, isn't it? It's going, but what can you say?
Yeah, the only way you can do like a YouTube, a Hangout now is through YouTube. Go into your settings and do event. You can't. I tried doing the thing through Google Plus last night to show that me and John was going to be on. And it says, sorry, you cannot do events no longer on Google Plus. I thought, oh crap. It's still got a listing of all the events from 2018, but you can't do an event on there anymore.
I got about 15 minutes left, guys. Before I got to go, so I'm going up at 5 in the morning, like every day I do.
Yeah, much appreciated, Riley, for you taking your time out to come on. You've been fantastic. Like I say, you've been brilliant. Taking your time out to come on our channel.
Just a shame we had the audio issue at the beginning, but
I should have thought.
I really get bored there. You did some magic there, right? And everything's all right. Yeah, brilliant.
I'll probably invite you on mine one of these days if you want to come on, Riley.
Yeah, if I go work that time, I'm all over the place at the moment with my wife's new job and other things that are just going on.
It won't be for a few weeks anyway.
All over the place, mate. But yeah. Don't worry.
Can I ask you, Riley, about what do you think is your opinion on the stone tape theory?
On the what theory?
Stone tape theory.
I've not heard of that. I don't
just especially as inanimate materials can absorb from every day living beings. Where it absorbs.
Say again.
Inanimate materials can absorb from everyday living beings. I don't know.
What, like residual energy? What?
So that's residual, is it? Yeah, residual. Yeah.
So say if my daughter played with a doll constantly, and she passed away, she'd haunt the doll. Is that what you mean?
Something like it's caught absorbed into the walls, and something's happened dramatically, I suppose. Objects as well as. I think
funny you should say that. I sort of do because there's I've never actually got anything from it. I did actually. I went to Paranormal X and got some great evidence. There's a collab between me and Paranormal X. But every time I've been on there on my own at Roundway Hill, which is a battle of the Roundheads and Cavaliers up there, I've never got anything. But I went there when I was like 14 or something with some spiritualist dude. I can't remember how we met or whatever. But the point is, they say that every, I don't know, on a certain date at a certain time, you'll hear a bugle horn go off, even though there's nobody there, to symbolize like the start of a battle. And then like 8 hours later, you'll hear it again to symbolize the end of a battle. It just comes out of nowhere. And these entities that are there go through the motions like a VHS tape. You can't interact with them.
It reads over and over again.
Yeah, it just repeats over and over again. And I sort of half went, it's like, well, I'm this spiritualist dude. He took us around. He said, right, no torches. And no torches. I'm with the hardest kid in the class, and we're holding hands, terrified because we're like 14. There's pitch black in the forest somewhere, and this dude's like, anyway. He goes, stop, like stop. He goes, look over there. And apparently it's pitch black. You can call pareidolia. We're only 14, so I don't know, And like I say, I was always a diehard skeptic, so I sort of blew it off afterwards. But at the time, it was kind of weird. There was a dude with a shield peering over, like he's like, yeah, well, you won't be able to interact with him, but you can, what I mean, but he'll go through his motions up to the point of his death or whatever, over and over again. But there's no actual soul there, there's no, you can't communicate with it.
No,
it's like the Earth has recorded the event somehow, and it's replaying it like a VHS tape almost.
It's like, I think Nate and Ed Chill similar. When I know it's the anniversary battle, you hear fake cannon fire and the cries and cries of soldiers and faded figures. Are they doing that over and over again? Possibly a residual. I don't necessarily on the anniversary of the battle, but it's probably more active on the anniversary. I don't know. That's a speculation, but it's doing that time and time again. I'd love to do that. Just investigate Naseby, Civil War battlefields. I think it was 1645, or but between Warwickshire and Northamptonshire. It's just my area anyway. Chill was the first major conflict, and Naseby was the one that decided it. Investigate those battlefields and see what can come up with. I'd love to do some live stream or something like that. But that's my ambition, isn't it, Kieran? Yeah.
It's fascinating, though. Definitely fascinating.
Oh, to find something on there because I hear the stories. Like, any truth in that? People heard, seen faded figures, heard cannons, and
well, like I say, I mean, I went at Railway Hill with Paranormal X, and we got some good stuff, especially on the Spirit book. And I'm dubious with K2 meters because obviously, but there are no power lines there or anything like that. But this we got with the K2 is much reminded me of the dimmer switch, like with our entity at our old place. It was going up to everything we asked it, who this person was, are they anything to do with this or whatever. It turned out, I don't know how you figured it out or whatever, but it wasn't anything to do with it. It was an entity that claimed to be killed for being a witch, but isn't a witch, But yeah, if you type in Order of Magnitude Paranormal X, you'll see that video. It's the only one I've ever done with them. But when I went on there on my own, I've been there like 2 or 3 times on my own to that place. Got zip. Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Oh, it's hit and miss. So you get anything. It's not going to come out and queue and this and that. Whatever. Watching, I wish it was more easy.
That's why I get annoyed with those channels. They make it look like it happens all the time. Oh, but he's so in tune with the spirit world, don't you know? He's a guru. You're like, no, it doesn't happen all the time. It really doesn't. No matter how much you push for it, And I go for a dry spot at the moment. It's doing my heading, but it's just one of those things. That's
do you think the mediums, people susceptible picking people up and they can describe that person, they're feeling their presence near and all that. And some have got more of that, the power of being a medium than others. Some are more in tune, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But to get, to say you can get it all the time, what happens all the time, or every upload, there's some amazing evidence each and every time. It makes you start thinking, really, you not have a, every single time, really.
I guess something you should either have, you've got that kind of, you have to have it, I suppose. I don't know. It's just very born with it.
Maybe.
Fantastic that you just pick some feeling or just some, and then you describe them. Their clothing and when they get a name come through. There's charlatans out there. I understand them. There's some people are genuine as well. There is. You're gonna get good. You're gonna get charlatans and genuine ones. That they did all me. In the people.
Michael Jackson just walked into a room. Michael Jackson walked in. He's wearing bandages. He is. Oh, you guys just think I'm saying this, but no, really, he's here in bandages. He's saying, "I love you." Don't feel sad for me. I have to go now. I love you. I'm back with Huff.
Yeah.
Much love. And he's gone. Wow. That was so intense, guys. Woo, I'm getting shivers.
The charlatans do infuriate me, really, like you. They do.
I'll do my second parody video now. I haven't done bugger all scenes, so I know people are asking for a part 2 on it, but I've only filmed like 1 or 2 scenes, literally. I mean,
sorry.
I'll get to it if anyone's desperate to see it. It will come out soon, but I'd rather get it good than rush it. You know what I mean? So,
are you still investigating? You investigate on your own, don't you?
Yeah, I haven't really had much in terms of outward investigation. It's more in the other house. I have been to a few places and that around where that, but it's mainly at home, just because of the family and the busyness. But I was living in a property that had all the things going on. That's where I discovered this shit happens. But like I say, when I moved to this new house, I was really worried that I'm not going to get anything, So my YouTube channel's going to change completely. It's going to be non-paranormal. It's just going to be the vlog on family life. My channel isn't just paranormal. It's commentary on the paranormal scene, and obviously my own personal, whatever I like to put out there with family and stuff like that. But I was worried that the paranormal bit was going to go really dry because, well, it's a new house. There's nothing here to my knowledge, although we have had a few little things, nothing major. We had the Devil's Angel capture, and we've had a door handle rattle. Like a door handle rattle. That was the very sort of first week we were there, but after that, absolutely nothing really of note that I can think of. So yeah, but like I said, I captured that on the Devil's Angel thing. So clearly, there is communication with these entities that can come through from where I am. Thank goodness, I guess. So it is possible because I've captured it, but I was so worried I wasn't going to be able to capture it. It wasn't going to come.
If you using Slender Man and werewolves, I don't believe any of that nonsense. Slender Man.
Again?
Slender Man.
Oh no. Slender Man.
Werewolves. I don't believe in werewolves. I believe
I don't think
people. People. Yeah. I think seems to be got.
I'm curious about a thing that said it's a Devil's Angel. I want to know, was that a dead person pulling my leg?
Yeah.
Or was that, some sort of entity but what is a devil? What is that? The Devil's Angel. I can just imagine a 6 foot tall beast with wings on, what is that? What does it look like? Or is it just an entity, a dead person who's pulling my leg, and having a laugh with me?
So I'll see you,
I never know, will I? I'll never ever know. I won't have the answer to that,
Okay, I'm going to go in a minute. I'll see you back in a minute.
Okay, mate. I've got about 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes, sadly.
Okay, Riley, you've got 5 minutes. This is in case anyone's new in the chat room who needs to know where to find you. Where can they find you?
You can find me on my channel, Order of Magnitude, Paranormal and the Personal. You can find a good playlist of my evidence either on my channel trailer thingamajiggy, or you can search North Nottingham Paranormal, NNPI for short, and there's a playlist of most of my best sessions, like full. The trailer on my channel is a montage, not just clips, but 5 minutes or whatever. You can find me on a fan page that isn't me, but is me, if that makes sense. I'm not on there, but someone runs it for me on Facebook. Order of Magnitude, I guess. I don't actually know what the address is on that one. G+, which is not going to be around much longer.
Nope.
I suppose search Order of Magnitude there. And email, if you want to email me for whatever reason. It's a long one. Have your pen and paper ready. E for Edward. The number 30 as in E30, as in the BMW E30. Riley, R-A-L-E-Y, M for mother, 20, as in an engine from a BMW. So that's E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com. Where else am I? Oh, I'm on Patreon as well. Order of Magnitude again. You typing up the search? Is that how you guys found me on it? Through Patreon?
Yeah. I had to go all over. I went on a couple of sites actually trying to find the right one. First, I went to the Facebook page. Then somehow I found your email. No, I wrote to you on Patreon. Sorry, and then you sent me a thingy. Then I sent you email back, and that's how I found you through Patreon.
Yeah,
That's how I found you. Sorry, through Patreon.
Yeah. Like I said, Patreon, you don't have to. I mean, it's the thing as well. Like I said, I've got some really lovely people that have supported us through thick and thin, and I'll always be eternally grateful. But don't worry about Patreon. There's nothing extra on there. If you pay money, you'll get extra things. There's nothing. There's no need to go on there. And if you go on Patreon anyway, most of my posts are public anyway, as opposed to being Patreon locked. My patrons are absolutely freaking awesome. None of them, I mean, they can demand. I don't mind. I want them to in a way because I want to give something back. But none of them have demanded exclusives. I was going to do a live stream in Boxwoods at 3 in the morning. I went and I said, right, this is for patrons only. And they're like, no, let everyone in on it. Let everybody know about it. Oh, okay, all right. I was going to do it for you guys. You know, they're freaking so amazing. The patrons I got, and I feel like. Why should you go without just because you can't afford, $1 or $2 a month or whatever the fuck it is? That's not fair, So I don't like to exclude anyone. So don't worry, like anyone who's like, oh shit, am I going to miss anything that I put out? If you're that sad, I'm sorry.
No.
Videos, come on, man. You don't watch my awful videos, but you know what I mean. There's nothing exclusive on there, so don't worry. Yeah. And that's about it. I can't think of any other places I may or may not be. That's about it. Like I say, I'm very anti-social media. My channel come by accident almost. And, well, I'm here now, innit? So,
Yeah.
Been here a couple of years now, so, just that's that. And, of course, I'm always open to suggestions if you have an idea or, a collaboration, anything like that. Or like now, for instance, anything,
Black Country Seek. I reckon Black Country Seekers would do a collaboration with you. Speak to John. He's on YouTube. Black Country Seekers. Steve's put a link in there.
I think I spoke to him before.
He did say earlier he'll have to meet up with Riley sometime.
Where's he from again?
Black Seekers. Oh.
West Midlands area. West
Midlands.
West Midlands.
West Midlands. I've
yeah.
Spoken to him. The name really rings a bell. I'm like, there's so many groups in there. I can't keep up with them all, but I think I've got a feeling I have actually spoken to them before. So, yeah, okay, that's good to know.
He's always looking for new people. So yeah, so helps out him, that helps out you. Brilliant. That's what it's all about, helping out each other and collaborate with each other and doing the work together and being serious when you're doing that type of stuff, when you're on an investigation. So he'd be chuffed. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. This is the other thing as well. Like, I was in a group called Death Seekers originally with. I'm not going to say their names because it's not.
No. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, but I was with this group, but some people are like, "We're not worried. I didn't want to be, the personality of Order of Magnitude. When I do these investigations, the jokey or pissing about side tends to leave me, and they're very focused, laser-like, and like, okay, where the hijinks gone? Where's the fun gone? Well, I'm sort of not here for that in that sense. You know what I mean? So, the professionalism comes out. So, if anyone might find an investigation of me working with a team to be not necessarily boring. I don't know. It depends what you're watching it for. Are you watching it for the presentation and the entertainment of a personality? Or are you watching it for, the comprehensive evidence? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I keep it very professional when I'm working with a group of people. Is what I'm trying to say.
So this is like downsize to like fun time downsize. Like you need to have a bit of downside. You can't be. You know what I mean? It's just get too much if you done that all the time. So
yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to leave it. Unfortunately, I've only got 4% battery anyway.
Okay, that's brilliant. Much appreciated, right? Taking your time off.
Like I say, I'll mirror a day or two. I'll mirror this onto my channel and put your link in and that, and hopefully I'll throw some people your way. A bit of luck on it.
Oh, thank you for that.
We'd love to have you back on any time.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you again.
All right, take care.
Catch you later. I'll hit you up in a few weeks. See if you're around to hang out with me or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye to Furnace. Sorry I couldn't see your chat. If anyone aimed anything, I have no idea. But whoever's out there, I'll see you later. Much love and all that crap, I guess. See you later, Furnace, and everyone else. All the best. Bye.
All right, catch you later.
Good night. Good show, Jay. Love that's good. That went really well, that Steve. That and Kieran.
Yeah, definitely.
Top man, great guest. Yes.
Yeah.
It started off kind of like, I'll be honest with you, it started off a bit crappy because, you know, the feedback through each audio, but we did eventually sort it out, which was good, you know.
There again, mate.
Anytime it comes on again on your show, you just have to say, "Oi, put your speaker in."
His magic down, everything was fine, perfect, audio-wise. Yeah.
At least when he comes on your show, you learn from us, so you know what to say. So when he comes on your show, it'll be all sorted for you, mate.
Yeah, like he said, he's kind of busy, so like I don't know when he'll be able to come on, if he ever comes on. You know, let's sort it out with him. I'll have to hit him up on his channel one day and see what happens.
Well, I'll send you his private emails in your inbox, so you can email.
All right, cheers. So I had Patreon, but I took it down, so I wasn't getting no views on it. So yeah, it was wasting my time setting it up. Actually, Patreon.
There's people pay to go on that, is it? I can't remember.
No, what you do, you set up a Patreon and you put like, you link all your videos to it, but you can also link videos where people pay to watch something which you've not publicly put out.
Oh yeah, they pay to grab cash.
It's like a pay-per-view kind of thing, you know, and and if you can actually set up like other things on there, say like, well, you know, if you pay me £5 per month as a patron, you know, you get like unseen footage, you'll get updates, you know, you'll get a shout out and all this other kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But you can also put some of your videos up so you can charge like £1 or £2 or £5 or whatever. I have heard a story where a guy used to put his videos up for £100 a time, and people paid £100 and go and watch them. He was making a hell of a lot of money out of it.
Top dollar.
I don't know what channel it was, but it was. I don't think it's anything to do with the paranormal. It was some other channel. Yeah. I think it's something to do with sports or something.
Yeah. All right.
What I could do, guys, end this live stream, start a new live stream with a Google Hangout, and invite whoever you want to invite on.
We've got CVP Paranormal Science. Tell Riley to get closer to his phone. Can't hear him. How old is that? Hang on. I might be from way back. Hang on, it is. Not far back, sorry. Yeah, we got the audio sorted out at the end. Oh, thank God, it was about 10 minutes of it. Thank God. Sorry, say that again, mate.
I said if you want, I can end this live stream, do a Google Hangout, start a new live stream and do a Google Hangout, and invite people if you want.
Start afresh, yeah?
If you're up for that, Steve.
Yeah, give me about 5-10 minutes. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Drink and feed the cat and.
Okay. Yeah.
Another hangout. Just send me the link over and I'll pop on a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay then.
Okay. Well, then the live stream here, we'll do start from afresh. All right. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight in the chat room and with our show with Riley from Order of Magnitude. Hopefully we'll have him as a guest on sometime in the not too distant future as well. So thank you very much indeed. And
I'm gonna end this live stream. So
thank you all again. Thank you. We're gonna start another stream, but it's gonna be a fresh stream with me and Steve and Kieran on it. So you're quite welcome to join in that if you want.